Hello, everybody. I have a juicy mini episode for you guys today that I think you are going to love. So, if you are a business owner, if you have a career, if really you are a woman or a man that just feels like, you know what, today is a day where I could use a little bit of a pick me up and some Monica fire up my bum, then this episode is for you. It's going to be short, it's going to be snappy, as you've seen by the timestamp. So, it's perfect. Let's tune in. So, this is basically like one long nugget that I'm going to give you guys around confidence in your business. So, this is what I've been noticing for a lot of people that I do kind of like the combination of business and trauma coaching with that they need because they need help on both things. Because as you guys have heard me say before, your trauma, your blocks, your limiting beliefs, all those like energetic and emotional blockages are blocking you in your business, no matter how much strategy you have, no matter what techniques you've tried, no matter what selling strategies you do. So, today, I want you guys to understand this. You need to separate how you feel about taking an action to whether the action is going to propel you forward or not. So, if you know, for example, that you want a successful business, and in order to have a successful business, you need to, for example, put your face on Instagram stories, right? How you feel about it, i.e., being scared of saying the wrong thing, etc., is going to keep holding you back. So, this is the case, especially for women, because we are driven by our emotions. Men aren't as driven by their emotions. So, that's why it's a little bit easier for them to just push through and do hard things. So, ladies, this one's really for you. Instead, and for men too, they have this as well. Instead of being like, oh, well, I don't feel confident and good about putting my face on Instagram stories, so I'm just not going to do it. Well, it's not going to get you anywhere. Instead, you need to be like, okay, I know I need to get on my Instagram stories and put my face out there. So, what work do I need to do so that I don't have this fear anymore? That's a more powerful question to ask yourself because you can actually get an answer with that question. Just being like, oh, I don't feel confident about this. That's a statement that doesn't lead to anything positive. Instead, asking yourself, what healing work, what do you need to move through, blah, 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 do you have to do so that you don't have this fear anymore is a much more constructive and frankly productive question to be asking yourself because that's the key, right? If you keep not doing your business because of fear, then I'm sorry, but you don't actually want it badly enough. You have to want your success and your business and whatever it is badly enough that you will take the little steps that are required to allow you to face the things that you're afraid of. If you don't want to face the things that you're afraid of, you don't want it badly enough. It's kind of simple, right? I know that everybody online these days wants a business. It seems like running a business is the easiest thing in the world. Being successful just happens overnight. Everyone's a millionaire. All you have to do is work 4 hours a week and then you make $1 million. I'm telling you right now, that's not actually the truth at all. You have to put in a lot of hours and a lot of work and a lot of consistency and a lot of determination and a lot of showing up to be making big bucks and to be having a successful business year after year. That does not happen with ease. It does not happen overnight. It can be easier. You don't need to be banging your head against a brick wall, but it's not easy in the way that people want it to be easy these days. People want to be able to just post a few Instagram stories, go viral, and then make $1 million. If that's happened for you, fucking amazing. That's great. Maybe teach me your ways. It hasn't happened for me. It hasn't happened for anybody that I know that is an entrepreneur or runs their own business. And it's definitely this kind of like entitlement mindset of the younger generation and really just of anyone that has been heavily programmed now by social media and thinking that social media is the truth, which it's not, right? So, confidence isn't an end state, ladies and gentlemen. It is a constantly moving emotion. And just like success, you are always working at feeling that way. You are always working towards success, right? You get what you think is success, and then you're like, I want more. So you keep going. I'm always learning, as we all are as business owners and career people, and as mums, and as wives, and as partners, and whatever it is. We're always learning. If you are wanting to be a millionaire overnight and magically not have any hurdles, you'll be waiting for a very long time, right? This kind of mindset will never get you what you want. I'm not afraid of hurdles or challenges. They don't deter me. I've actually just been going through a hiring process, and one of the candidates asked me on a question like, can you tell me about a really hard time in your business and like, a massive hurdle and how you guys dealt with it. And I could not think of anything. And I'm not saying that from like an egotistical way. I'm saying it because, like, yeah, there's been small hurdles. Yeah, there's been small challenges, but there hasn't been anything catastrophic. I wouldn't let anything catastrophic happen because my hands are fucking in everything. But also, like, I just don't have the mindset where little hurdles turn into big things. We get over everything. You can't be afraid of hurdles and challenges. I don't mind a fucking hurdle and a challenge because we're going to get through it. I'm going to think more critically. I'm going to think in a different way. And I do actually find that really helpful. So I, in fact, somewhat love a few hurdles and challenges, right? It keeps things a bit interesting and it forces me to think in a different way and to not just be stuck in like the mundane day after day kind of thing, right? They make me think harder about things. And I ensure then that I feel 100% confident and right about our next steps. Growth can be scary, but I'm not afraid of those fears, right? Instead, I use them to guide me. Those fears tell me I'm about to take a quantum leap, right? And to go into it, to lean into it instead of going away from it. I don't let my fears run me. I fucking rule my fears. So if I am, feeling nervous or afraid of something, that doesn't mean I run in the other direction. That means I run towards it. That means I plunge myself into it because then the fear is no longer something that runs me, right? Instead, that fear very quickly becomes a thing of the past because I have plunged myself into the fire and into the fear and I'm alive and I'm okay on the other side, right? It's true. So those fears tell you that you are about to take a quantum leap. It's up to you whether you take the fucking leap or whether you continue to let your fears run the show. So this is your reminder, everybody. Whatever it is that you are resistant towards right now in your life, take the next steps that will get you to where you are, to where you want to expand into. Hire the coach, join the program, go ride the fucking horse, go join the new football team, go on the date, join the feminine CEO, join whatever program that you've fucking been on the fence about for 5 years, right? Get the new team member, buy the house. Don't obviously do something fucking dumb, but do the thing that you want to do, but that you are afraid to do. That's the key. You want to do it, you're just afraid. If you want something, you're gonna make it happen as long as you believe yourself and as long as you know that you are gonna make it happen, right? So it's not about making something happen or making some crazy success overnight. It's about consistent hard work and consistently showing up. It's about not letting your little emotion be the driving force of why you can't do something, and instead being like, hey, this is interesting that I'm feeling this way. What do I have to work through? What do I have to, realize for myself or give myself a pep talk about so that I no longer feel this way and so I can back myself and feel more confident towards doing this thing. It's the consistent showing up. That's what's important. If you're willing to do that, then being an entrepreneur is great. If you are not willing to consistently show up, to push through fears, and to consistently have hard work, then I'm sorry, or I'm not sorry, but being an entrepreneur is not for you. It really isn't. Right? So look back on old people's content, look back to their old stuff. It's a reminder that they worked hard and invested in themselves and their future. And if you are willing to do that, then amazing. But if you aren't willing to do that and you aren't willing to move beyond your fears, then you're not going to get to the place that you want to get to. And we all have different fears. I mean, this can be applied to a job, it can be applied to a personal life. What I'm talking about can be applied to really anything. So when you know that you need to do X to be able to have Y, right? When you know, so like it's almost like you're working backwards, right? If you think about something that you want right now, and if you think about that and you work backwards a little bit, it's like, okay, well, I have to do X in order to have Y. In order to have a husband, I have to go on a date, right? So then it's like if you work backwards a little bit and break it down into steps, then you can have these more doable, digestible steps. Work backwards and figure out what you need to work on, what you need to apply yourself in, what you need to do to get yourself to the place where you have the business, have the husband, have the kids, have the house, whatever it is, right? And the last couple of things that I want to say is always think of investing your money as investing in your next level. Be confident about where you are putting your money by feeling into the energy of how will this investment make my life richer? How will this investment make me healthier, make me happier? Think about feeling into those energies. Don't think about, oh, how is this just going to make me more money? Because it will, but how is it going to make you richer in your happiness, in your love, in your health, in your enjoyment, in all these other things in life that are then going to, through the domino effect, yes, also make you more money. If you're happy, you're going to make probably more money. You're going to attract more in. We all know that's the law of attraction. You're going to then attract in more abundance. If you need money episodes or need to work on your money mindset, need a little refresher, the podcast directory link is below so you can listen to that. And you can jump to the money episodes and the manifestation episodes and listen to that if you need to. But think about, how is this investment going to grow my business? How will it make my relationship better and therefore support my confidence in myself and therefore my business? Right? So really think about the flow on effect. What's so funny is that so many of us these days, we're not present. We're either deeply in the future, but we don't want to take the action steps required to get there. We just want to be there all of a sudden. Or we're thinking about the past because we're so afraid of replaying our past that we think, well, if I constantly think about the past and all the mistakes I made, then hopefully I'll avoid making them again. It's not how it works. We live in a society where we have no patience. We want things overnight. We have the shortest fucking attention span known to man now. And it is honestly kind of detrimental. I mean, the what's it called? Like the AI, like the addition of AI. I mean, that is just concerning to say the least. To be honest. And why it's concerning is like we are constantly given reasons and given ways why or how we think we don't have to work hard, how we think we can just have something overnight. And I don't want you to be like, oh, this is conflicting with the manifestation stuff. Cause yeah, you can just have something overnight. Yeah, you can just like make 80K out of the fucking blue. Like those things do exist. But I don't want you to think that that you can have a successful business by not doing anything, by not showing up online, by not having consistency. Like, I don't want you to think that. I don't want you to think that, the only way that I'm going to be confident is if I have better hair or if I get a nose job. No, that's not the only way to be confident. Confidence is a never ending feeling that you are going to constantly be working towards, because even when I'm launching a new program, I have to get behind that to feel confident in it. It's new. So I don't feel as confident running, let's say her for the first time as I do Queen Alchemy for the 12th time. But all I have to do is get confident in what I'm doing in her. When I got confident in doing and fully knowing what I was doing, fully knowing the transformation I was taking people through, fully immersing myself in this is the program and getting fully behind it and knowing that I am embodying it, I became confident in it. So confidence is something that everybody's always working on. And it's just about whether you're willing to put in the work, put in the consistency, put in the hard yards, put in the time, put in the energy. Because if you don't want to, then I'm sorry, but like you're not going to be successful, or you will not be sustainably successful. Even if you think, oh, I can just write all my Instagram captions via AI now, it's not how it works, right? I am concerned by it, but I also believe that at the end of the day, people connect to other people. When you create a powerful business, when people feel connected to you, when the brand has a vibe, when you have a voice, when people feel like they know you, having a robot write for you isn't going to create that. It's not going to create the community. It's not going to create this irresistible business that everybody wants to be in, experience, be a part of, etc. Like, you are irreplaceable. Your energy is irreplaceable. Your personality is irreplaceable. So use that. Don't think that you have to change yourself for, some fucking status. Instead, think about, okay, this is what I want to achieve. What are the steps that I have to take to get there? What are the physical, emotional, and energetic and mental steps that I have to take so that I can be this version of myself and so that I can achieve this goal. Okay. I hope that you guys loved today's episode. I will see you in the next episode. I hope we've all gotten the gist that the episodes are now being released on Wednesday. I don't know why we moved back to Monday. Literally, I cannot remember why we moved to Monday, because we used to release them on a Wednesday or a Thursday a while ago, but we're releasing them on a Wednesday and Thursday now. Please make sure that you have subscribed to the podcast. It's very, very supportive. Please make sure that you left a review. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram and all the places. And I will see you guys next week for another very juicy episode.